What's going on, guys? Sorry it's taken so long to do the giveaway. Life kind of hit me like 40 people jumping one person and then just not letting up the entire week. We're currently on a road trip to Kentucky. By the way, we're gonna go ahead and do the update or the giveaway here in just a minute, but first I'm gonna update you after a word from our sponsors. Just kidding, there's no sponsors. So, I thought it was funny. Anyways, so bike update. I got the bike running like new. Probably much to the dismay of everybody who doubted me. I went to look at the chassis because I was gonna put the original body on, and I don't know a right way to say this, and it pains me to say this, but some moron cut the chassis in the front and the rear. The front keeps the headlight mount, like your front plastic for the headlight and everything, from mounting on properly now. So I might have to weld a new front end on, like an attachment to the chassis for that. And they also cut about 7 inches off the back, so the rear end doesn't seat properly either. So I gotta weld 7 inches on the rear end. So what I'm looking at doing is potentially welding 3 mounts onto the bike's chassis for the front end, 4 mounts for the front end. That way I can have the original. Otherwise it's gonna be a monstrosity of half of what you guys saw before. That front end, how it was all white. If you don't know, go back to the video to find it. But it was basically gonna be half Street Fighter, half OEM. And that's what it's gonna look like being. I've covered every possible problem, everything. It runs like new now. This thing will idle at 500 RPMs. They're not supposed to. They're supposed to idle at about 1,000. You rev it up a little bit and then it'll sit at 1,000. But it starts. We were trying to do a test, and instead of disconnecting the spark unit like normal people, I still had fuel at the fuel pump, and I was like, screw it, let's just turn the engine over a couple times and hope it doesn't start up. No, first try, first rotation, it starts up. I could not be more proud of my handiwork. All right, so there's the update on the bike. Hopefully it'll be on the road Tuesday, which means I will hopefully have a ride video for you guys coming up on Tuesday or Wednesday, depending on how that goes. But when I do the test ride on that bike, we have to test ride 2 other bikes. We have to test ride a little dirt bike. It's a little super small dirt bike. It's like one for kids that someone was doing for their brother. And then we have to test ride a Harley as well, because it came in, supposedly it started, fixed the issues, didn't want to start, go back in, find out that it's out of time. So we fixed that the hard way. There's no easy way to fix that, but we fixed it the hard way. We left the engine mounted, raised up on the gear shift, and got it going. So kind of been tackling 3 projects at once. Haven't had a whole lot of time in the lab because we've been stuck in classrooms. So, but I mean, it's working. Hopefully my tail lights work. I ran into another wiring problem where my tail lights and brake lights weren't getting anything to them when I tested them. So hopefully when I plug those in, something will magically work. Because with the fuel pump, if the spark unit wasn't plugged in, the fuel pump didn't work. So maybe it's something weird where if the turn signals and brake lights aren't connected, then nothing works. So we'll see. I'm gonna find that out. Okay, and it is officially giveaway time. I kind of rushed through all that, and I apologize, but I kind of like it. It's gonna be Frankenstein's monster. It's gonna be like 4 different colors. It's gonna be white, blue. I think I have some red on it. I know I have black and silver. Yeah, it's gonna be Frankenstein's monster. So, and I'm gonna have to change the channel name to something. But I think I showed you guys in a previous video what the bike looked like. If you go back to a previous video and look and like pause it when I look at the rear end of it, you can see where they had cut it and then welded taken a new part and bolted it in. So that's what I'm talking about. And then if I showed you guys the front, it's like right behind the speedometers where they cut it. It would like, so oof, I almost dropped this phone. Okay, so what it would do is it would kind of arch over the speedometer. I'm not really sure exactly how it went, but they cut it level with the speedometer. So they removed a mount or 2. or 4 for the original fairings to make the Street Fighter 1 work. So right now we're more worried about getting test ride done than anything, but I'm looking into welding that because it's just the chassis and not the frame. If it were the frame, it'd be like the swing arm, something that would actually hold some real weight on it, not something that would hold tail lights. So if it was something that held real weight, I would just trash it and buy a new one. Buy a new swing arm, buy a new whatever. But this is just the chassis, so it's okay to go ahead and do that. Plus, I don't plan on selling the bike. I don't think anybody's actually going to want it because of how it's going to look. I think they'll want it because of how it's going to ride. So that sums up that. It is officially giveaway time. Only 3 of you guys commented. Unfortunately, all 3 of you were related to me at one point. If not, 2 of you still are blood. One way or another, all 3 of you were related to me, so I guess this is like a family giveaway. I've got Haley with me, and she's going to pick a number 1 through 3. I'm going to mix the numbers up like the good gentleman I am in my head, because just imagine me doing this with 3 pieces of paper and hoping that they actually mix. Okay? Because I don't know what order you guys... I know what order you guys commented, and it's just not right if I do bottom up or top down. So now, I've rearranged it. Give me a second. Change your number, because... just change it, okay? She originally picked 1. Not that I didn't like the person who was 1. Not that I don't like any of you. Well, I don't like you, Steven. But that's... So, alright. I got the number switched around. Hang on. Trying to get it, like, numbers matched up. Okay. Say, pick your number.
3.
I don't like what you picked.
Well,
I put them in order of likeness, and Steven was number 3.
well, I can't help that.
Deep sigh, guys. Sad face. It's a sad day when I have to buy someone who doesn't own a bike some M1 moto gloves. I'm probably going to partner with Bikes and Beers for this one because I like them as a brand, and they have SRK cycles, and you know, I think they're out of Georgia. I don't know where they're out of, but I'm going to talk to them and see if they could use a mechanic this summer, because they could save some money. Yeah, so Steven, you won. I don't like that you won. Do yourself a favor. Give me Ricky's size. Okay? Like, the one person on there that doesn't ride is the one that won. This is some crap. I want a do-over. I'm just gonna complain the entire time. Also, I think I failed one of my tests today because I was too busy trying to figure out how Iron Man's suit would work realistically. And I came up with unrealistic solutions. So, you know, whatever. But Steven, you won, as much as I hate to admit it. As much as I hate that you won. I should have just kicked you out of it. But like, alright, pick between these 2. He doesn't count. Alright. Not going to be good for the channel, but whatever. I guess text me. I don't know. You have my number. Text me. You've got a week. After that, pick another number.
1.
After that, Ricky, you'll get the gloves because she picked number 1. So, Steven, you got a week to claim it. So you gotta text me about winning them, or message me on Facebook or on YouTube. Otherwise, they go to Ricky, and then he'll have a week. And since today is the 22nd, I'm looking at my speedometer like it's actually showing me the time. It's not. But today's the 22nd. Might get this posted up by the 23rd, but the official first day is going to be the 23rd. So by Saturday of next week, the day after if I can speak English, the day after Black Friday, go ahead and you have till then to message me about it. Otherwise, they go to Ricky. then he has a week. And if he doesn't message me, they go to Eric. And if he doesn't message me, well, then I guess they go to me, because Papa could use some new gloves. That was the weirdest thing I think I've ever done. All right, guys, enjoy. I'll keep you guys posted. I might hold off on a while on the next giveaway because it seems like nobody wants to participate. But you know, you guys will enjoy them more than the people who don't participate. So, all right, until next time. Don't forget to subscribe, like, and hit the notification button so whenever you can see this. Unless you're Steven, if you're watching this, keep the subscription, hit the like, but don't, like, if you already hit the notifications, go ahead and depress that for me. All right, bud. Until next time, see you guys. If you guys don't remember who Steven is, he's my idiot twin. He looks exactly like me, but he's like 40 times dumber. And if you didn't think it was possible, don't meet him. Okay, don't. All right? Until next time, I'm off to Kentucky. Later, guys.